Hey, welcome back. This is Alex from Repo channel. If you are interested in programming, productivity, or digital nomad, remember to click down below the button and then click on the bell so you can be updated to everything we'll over here. In today's video, we are going to continue our Astro series and we are going to start to build our WordPress theme that's going to be compatible with the GraphQL and the Headless system that we created in the backend in the previous videos. I know it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty long. So this video and all of that we are going to create are going to bring new information that is going to be super cool. So keep updated on it. And it's going to convert water in code. So in our last video, we were finally being able to show dynamically SSR the server-side rendering all the pages. So the idea here is that we're going to then try to set up something that is more like an real project. We had the basics. That's exactly what I wanted to do, but now we're gonna just put a little bit more up the bar. So the idea here is that we are going to try to convert a HTML template to a by phases, so like for a block. So I'm a retro guy. I'm gonna just talk about games. I like it, and I just added some of the posts that I'm gonna update. But the idea is just to simply set up this theme over there in Astro. As you remember, everything is over there in the repo, so we're gonna work one by one. So let's do it now. And the idea is that first going to set up the homepage. So first of all, what we have, okay? So in the last video we have been working all this time with this template. So this is the basic Astro template. Remember that you can add a bunch of static content over here, and the idea is to set up content that is static, but it can be dynamically created. That's the whole point of the last video that we made. So the idea here is that we are gonna set up then the homepage for it using this template. So I have downloaded before this template, and this is the code. Okay. So we are gonna then, these are the components that Astro has. I'm gonna rename them, and let's gonna say something like components back. Okay. And we're gonna set up a new folder for that. The idea to left them is because maybe in the future we are gonna need some small pieces of the code that I already. And we have the pages we have indexed, that in this case it will be this one. It will be the main Astro one. It's not working right now because I already have removed the components. But the point here is for all the different types of content that we have on WordPress. Remember, we have homepage, we have a blog post, we have categories, tag, custom post type, all that stuff. We need to set up a layout for that. So in this case, we are going to set up only the homepage for it, and we are going to set up a layout. Okay. So let's then copy this to. I'm gonna increase the size of it so you can see it better. And we're gonna just name this as a homepage Astro. And this homepage Astro, we are gonna bring a same layout that it's on a layout that we are gonna use for all the sites. So it will be immune. Anytime that you are gonna try to work over any WordPress theme on any theme in anything, the idea is to set up just to slice, the most common parts. In this case, we have the header, we have the footer over here, and we also have the content of it here, right? So for this homepage, we're gonna say, hey, you know what? There's going to be a basic layout, and that basic layout is gonna contain the header, the footer, and the content, and all the menus, for example. Of course, the idea of this is that we can maybe in the future add new components that we can just simply move it, and it will change immediately the layout of it. Okay, so that's gonna call it basic layout and basic layout, and we are gonna set up here the slot. Remember that the slot in Astro is all the content that we set up on site. Okay, just let's leave it for now in this, and we then gonna need let's say we're gonna say here import basic layout. We already don't have it laid yet, but we're gonna set it up here, and we're gonna say that it can be basic layout. Okay, and we're gonna then create it over here, and this basic layout is gonna have. So what we have over here on the HTML, so we have this, that is the declaration of the HTML. Okay. We then have the this head part. We can call it as it was in the before part. Remember that we have over here like a base head. So I'm gonna create a component called base head, and it will be this. Then, and this will be the base head Astro, and here it will be basic layout Astro, and we are gonna import this. Import base head from this. It will be components base head Astro. Okay, cool. So it has. So then we can set up here the base head for. And it will be then all the meta tags and things like that. We're gonna have then a header part, and this header is going to be here. And we're gonna then set let's create a component called header. It will be this. And we're gonna then say that this is the header Astro. There we go. And we're gonna need then the footer. It will be this. And this is okay. Here on the basic layout, it will be then header. This. And the same. And it's going to be this. Header. Okay, great. We have the header. We have then the content. Let's not call it content for now. We can then maybe just see the change, but for now, let's say that is the content. It will be then the header. Let's see. Let me see one more. Be the body here, and it's gonna be below this. Yeah, basic head. Yeah, correct. And we have, let's remove this, it's not necessary here. We have then the body, and we can close that tag. This, and we can then set up the content. And we are gonna set up the slot here. Okay. So everything that we set up and side on it is going to then show up what it is. And let me see one more thing. Yeah, we need to add the footer here. We haven't added. So it will be here, this. It will be then this. Copy. There you go. Add the footer, and the footer it is this section. Let's see. Oh, cool. We then gonna add it here as a footer. For now, we are gonna simply just comment this because we are not gonna need it right now. See, there we go. We have printed here as footer. This is not HTML. Sublime, please do this to me. And we have the basic layout. Let's see what it brings. It's a header link. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have on the page, we do not have this, so the only thing that we need to just call over here is a layout homepage, because we already have declared over here, you see? So the basic layout is good. The index that is the one that is going to try to render this page is going to then call the homepage layout, and that homepage layout is going to call the basic layout, okay? Cool, great. Let's see, one sec. I have basic layout, I have the index, and I have here, let's see, import homepage from layouts. So yeah, just one above, one director above. Layouts, homepage. Let's see if it prints something. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's see, homepage.astro. Let's see if it tries, if it works. Component space head astro. And let's see, what is it happening here? Basic layout astro and base head from component. Got the typo. And nope, what's happening? Components, base head dot astro. What is it happening here? Header link. Again, sorry for it. Yeah, the page is trying to add this. And saying could not import header link astro. Where is the header link? What it is. Okay, let me see the console here so we can do it together. Will not import header link astro. Blog post, homepage from homepage astro. What is the basic layout? Header, footer, base head, header link. What is this? Resulted in it's a file access. It is reading a file. Let's see if it works now. Content is not defined. Okay, now is it better? Yeah, maybe it was the cache. Let's just say that this is called content and that's it. Then we can simply just rename it. Astro homepage, and the basic layout is going to be this, the content. And we can add the content to all the sections that we have there. These sections, here, section, and we can then say that content is this. Let's see if it works. Yes, there you go. Okay, well, we do not have any CSS, so we need to bring the CSS that is over there. And that CSS in the HTML that I have over here, it is over here, styles. Okay. So I can set up this, and I can just simply copy this to a new file. I'm gonna just try to keep all the files that we can from the older, as long as we just improve the time itself, okay? So I'm gonna say styles. Styles.css, I think it's the name, it's a good name for it. And here on the base head, we are gonna say, hey, you know what? Just here, base head, this one. So it will be then the styles styles, and let's see if it brings something different. Let me see if I can import this. We can import the whole CSS directly from the JavaScript. So import, it will be then styles.css. Now, okay, I think that this is what it was. My error here. Let's see if it's not working. It's not working. Let's see. Styles CSS is not. Because I don't have it on the public. So the CSS that we are gonna then simply use the one. Sorry for that. So I was importing I was trying to set up the link over here for the styles, but it's not working because I am already working over here on the source folder, you know. So in my previous test, I was just simply adding over here on the public. So sorry for that. Let's just simply use it with the JavaScript, and there you go. We have now some of the CSS, of course, but we still did some things, you know. And part of those things that we need, they are here. Let's see. So we need the sneak is the slider. We are not gonna use it, and we are gonna send this plugins part. And we also need the bootstrap, because bootstrap is also part important of this. And for that, I'm gonna then create a new folder here. That's gonna say CSS. And we are gonna bring then and say, you know what, it will be CSS 35 icons, and it will be then CSS bootstrap. We can just simply eliminate this for now, and the CSS 35 for okay, and CSS. So what I do here is you simply create a file, and I bring the bootstrap, and we have it here. Let's see, bootstrap CSS. Let's see if it changes. Yes, it is changing. This is great. And let's go into then add the Temify part, which is just this. And I'm gonna say, you know what? It will be then CP template, logbook, CSS, theme, plugins, Temify, and this to public CSS, but this other folder. Let's see if it works. There you go. We have all the icons over here. So finally, we have a basic structure of these, right? But the second part is to make it a dynamic. Okay. So now let's gonna just close this part. There is the bootstrap. We do not need anymore the base head for now. We're gonna set up the content, which is the important part. And for this, we are gonna just say, hey, you know what? All these articles that it's exactly the same thing, and this is the one that we are gonna try to replicate. Okay. So for this content, we can set up an article for this, you know, and we can say, remember that we have created all this dynamically before, right? And we did it over here in the blog. So with this first page, the home page is going to be the blog itself, okay? So I can just simply try to get all this info that I have here. Oh, sorry, this is the slug that the index is of. So I have this cons response, but remember that we have created a service for this. So I can simply create a service. This is the great part when you start to create your models over there, you know, because you can just simply set up something like export async function get all posts. Get all posts. And I'm going then to copy. This is the response, and I can just simply get all the info from it. And it will be, so what I'm gonna do right now is just get the service, all the posts, and try to iterate them, So let's see how it goes. And it will be something like this. So I have this section that it will be on the content, and I can, for example, let's just eliminate this because we are not gonna use a slider right now, okay? And I'm gonna then create a part that is going to be, so this part, we are gonna set up it as a slot, and we can create another component called block content for. So we have this block content, right? So something like block content Astro, and it should only show one. Let's see if it works. Okay. And this content, it will be, so here on the content Astro, we need to import. So we have blog post from, this is a component. Yeah, we have blog content. Blog content.astro. And I can say, hey, bring me all these. This is pretty similar to what I have over here. One sec, let me get it. Let me get it, this one. Is it here? So it will be this part, this section. So in the blog that I created before, I have done something like this, So I need this part, which is exactly what I'm bringing from the other post. And let's see how it goes. And I have these, and we will need then this here and here. So we added all the information from the service that we're gonna set. Okay, so we get then we get all posts, right? Get all posts be asked. It will be get all posts from services. Services, that would be Astro. And I can set up the posts. Just simply getting the post over here. So I'm gonna get all the posts. I already have some here that I can show you with the GraphQL. So I'm gonna need, for that blog content, I'm gonna need a title over here, right? I'm gonna need the author. I'm gonna need the categories, tags, and the content itself and the excerpt for, right? So I already have created a query post for that, and I'm gonna get this over here, and we can pass it to the Astro part. There you go. So I'm gonna bring all the posts, all the categories of the posts, all the tags, and all the content in the outer and the excerpt and the content that I need. Okay. So with that all the info, let's see if it works. I don't think it's working right now. Let's see, blog content Astro. Okay, content Astro. And it will be post data, and it will be then the blog content. Blog content is something like this. So let's see if I can add it here. Blog content. Let's see. So we have it here. will be post. Where is not working? Let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, so the error was that I was not bringing exactly the value of the post. So I already have here the blog content. And let's see what it brings. But if it works, it should be then bringing all the static content that I have here. So if I'm going to pass this post value that I already have on this map, I need to pass it as a prop. So it's pretty easy to do it over here, just doing something like a const equals post and Astro props. So all the properties that the component has is going to be passed over here as a post. And if I do something like console.log post, and if I do post over here, it should bring all the information. So the easiest way to know if it's working, you can just simply say post title, and let's see if I have it here. So I am here in this node and I already have the title here. Okay, cool. Let's see if it's working. Come on. Okay, is it printing everything over here, which is great. Let's see how it works. So it will be post that URL. Let's see if it brings the URL for. Is it post? Okay, cool, great. So it will be then. Let's see. Let's see if I have these here post. Yep. Not sure why, but it's having post. See? Let's see if it works. Or maybe we are not adding this. Let's see if I can get it in this way. Just I think it's easier. And I can just simply remove this. Let's go. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, it was that. It was that. Oh, on the rejection, there's a stack trace. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see if it printed or not. I have it post here, and it should print the title. There you go. We have the title here. We have the title. Let's print the content. In this case, we are going to use and observe. It's pretty similar to what I have here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It should be something like this over here. And we are going to print the post. I think it's excerpt. Yeah, see if it works. And it's also print the URL and the featured image. And the featured image is featured image node.media URL. Okay, so it will be something like post featured image URL. No, image node media item URL. Featured image node. And then we have the URL. We have the outer also. It will be then post outer node URL, and it will be post outer node name. See if it prints. There you go. We have the content here. We have, let's see if we can set up a continue reading. I know there's a continue reading over there. Well, I don't see it now. So we have this, and if I click, it's not working. Okay, why is not working? It's not working because I don't have a system that is going to handle that. And for that, I am going to just simply copy this, the new file here, and it will be then the same slug. In the next video, I'm going to explain this better, but the idea is that this slug is going to then set up the values for, okay? And it's already over here on the drops, the services. Let's see if it's just one, and it will be then not blog posts. We're gonna call it blog content. Let's see if it works. So it will be then the index, it will be homepage, but in this case, we are gonna call it simply blog. So it will be then the basic layout, right? Let's see if it works with the blog content. They say that it's layouts.blog content doesn't exist. And let me see what I have here. Yes. Yeah, I see what I have. So sorry, I have not created a layout. And so it will be, let's call it, okay, we have it here. This is the blog post. This is from the older stuff, and we're gonna say basic layout. Basic layout. This is the cool part about it, because you're gonna bring the header and everything over there, which is great. And let's going to then keep this part. One sec. I already have this part, which is what I really care at this point. So it will be this article. Of course, we are gonna make it better on the next video, but just for you to get the point. And we are passing the blog content over here on the Astro. We can simply try to eliminate this. I don't think that we're gonna need it anymore. So I'm gonna just clean it. For now, we are not gonna use it. We're gonna just simply use the, remember that I also have, I have changed it over here, the permalinks, just something that I missed to say, because I only want to show the URLs like a domain/URL, so I have it changed over here. So right now, as remember that we did in the last video, this is served dynamically. So it's gonna take all the slots, it's gonna try to print it directly. So let's see what it works. It says the blog content, it doesn't exist because it's this here. Let's see. Do not import the file. Blog content, where I have it. It's because it's a component. It's not. Okay. Sorry, yes. So it will be layouts, blog post. Blog post is my layout. That's my layout. When I'm bringing this, and blog post is gonna pass this. I don't need to pass this yet. I'm just gonna set something like slot. Let's see if it works. I already have over here the blog post. And yes, I'm passing the basic layout, all the props that I have on this log. Let's see if it works. Blog Astro, nice blog post, come on. Format date. Where did it have it? It is called it on blog post Astro. Okay, yes, this formatted date not gonna be here. Let's gonna remove the date here for now. And let's see if it prints. It will be basic layout on the layout. And again, yep, we got it. We got it working. Oh, it's not. It is printing more things here. Let's see why. It's just I am going to pass only blog post here. And is it printing the URL? Let's see. It's like it printing all of them. So I only want that it prints the one that I need. So in this case, it's going to be page URL. So the issue that I had over here was, and I imagine that it will happen, is that the content element was here over the basic layout. So I had it something like this. Yeah, content, whatever, including the slot. Content. And here the content. And it was duplicating the values. So what I did is that I just simply set up the slot for, so if the home page is going to just bring in the content over here, and the content is going to have the section itself and the values that we have here. Okay. So for this home page is going to set up this layout. Sorry. And for the slot, the blog post, which is another layout, we are going to have the basic layout, including the section, that it will be something like this. I can simply create another component, but I'm too tired for that right now. And I'm just going to simply set up the values. And in the slot, I am passing them the data that I am bringing out of the page URL. So you can see right now, let's test again. Not defined over the home page. Yeah, so I have it here. What to do? Let's see how it works. Don't worry about it. This is happening over here on that, but in the production, it's going to be everything just HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So again, we have the 3 values here. We click here and it should just render me 1. Let's see if it works. And yes, finally worked it. There you go. Okay, so the change that I made was simply set up this blog post, which is the layout. And I also added a component called blog content, I think so. Let me see. I have blog post. Blog post is the other component that I am. Now, blog post is the element. Yeah, blog post is the layout. Is it bringing the section, and it's also bringing printing the single element, which is in this case is the footer image, the title, and the content over here by set HTML. As you can see, that it's not that easy. At the beginning, it's not that easy to get used to this. Should use SPAs, including the backend and everything, because all these opinionated applications, the opinionated frameworks, they have their own way to work. Sometimes it brings some issues. I hope you liked this video. I'm going to continue trying to make this better. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to make a better structure of the system, including the pages, category tags. Please stay tuned. It's going to be so cool. Remember all the time, if you want to follow me, you can follow the code over GitHub/BrightCoders. And also you can follow me on Instagram as Aldi Nomad. And follow me on Twitch when I'm preparing this kind of videos. It's pretty cool if you are coming over there, so we can do it together. And I hope you enjoy it. And let's see you in the next one. Bye-bye.